My grandfather was an immigrant from Armenia. He would take his produce that he produced, put it on a wagon pulled by a donkey, take the Staten Island ferry to Manhattan and sell his products there. He recognized the importance of putting the product where the demand was. And then eventually he met my grandmother, and they eventually came to Fresno, and then my dad and uncle came into the business. And then eventually we started the shipping business, which got us into the farming business, and we've kind of evolved from there. Baloian Farms is a grower, packer, shipper of fresh vegetables. So, we used to just farm in Fresno. We used to grow tomatoes in the summer and radishes and green onions in the winter. If that's all we did today, we'd be out of business. But we learned to build a program where we have consistent volume in our core commodities. And those are bell peppers, zucchini squash, cucumbers, beans, hard squash, chili peppers. The bell pepper buyer typically buys all those other commodities. So we're trying to grow in those categories, increase our volume and increase our business with our customers. You have to love what you do. So we're in love with the miracle of farming. We take a field, maybe it's full of weeds, maybe it's in disorder, and we make it a thing of order, a thing of beauty, and we're growing the most nutritional food that human beings can eat. So it's an admirable way to make a living. Okay, my dad never gave you anything, but he let you take it. If you were aggressive and you wanted to move yourself up in the company, or you wanted to take on a different type of role in the company, he wasn't going to offer it to you. But if you thought you could do it, he'd let you try it. My dad would let us try a lot of different things to learn from our mistakes. Things are changing all the time. So if you're not willing to change with the times, you're probably not going to last long in this business. So what we were 5 years ago and 5 years before that, we're constantly changing. I think our competitive advantage is our people. Well, first of all, when we talk about the family of Baloian Farms, it's not necessarily biological Baloians. There are some, but we have people in this company, been with this company since they got out of college. Our president, he's been in this company over 50 years. That's who the family is. But it was important to understand who we are, where do we come from, and who are we? What are our core values? So when you walk around here, you'll see 5 core values hanging on the wall. We went through an interesting exercise to come to that point of who we are and what's important to us and what type of people do we want in this company. Because it's the people that make this thing happen. It makes me want to help them set things up for the future. They've invested their time and efforts into this company to the betterment of this company. So I feel like they deserve a good future. That's why we're trying to make these infrastructure improvements for the future. My dad had a lot of great sayings. He used to tell us, if you've got 99 cents, you don't have the dollar, go get that extra penny. We come to the end of a year and we look at the profit loss and we'd say, if we'd have made 5 cents more a box, we'd have shown a really nice profit on millions of boxes. That makes a difference. So go after that penny, go after that nickel. And I teach that to my sales guys, and they're good at it. Makes a difference. What gets me excited about this next generation is all the opportunities. People have to eat. There's a lot of different ways to work in that industry. I love being part of the farming side. That's where it all starts. I think this next generation is in love with the miracle of farming, as I am, and they're excited about growing this business. And just think about what we do. We grow and sell vegetables. It's a great way to make a living. At the end of the day, when you put your head on the pillow, I did a good thing.